Speaking frankly, it was a bad idea. I loved it. It all started almost a year ago. With a girl, obviously. Not just any girl. The girl. What made her the girl, you ask me? Let's say that Asa had that look of hopeful despair in her eyes. When I caught it, I put on my most shining armor and ran to her metaphoric rescue. Not that she wanted me to sweep her away from the tense world of office politics, corporate reports, and creative number crunching. It was with lack of judgment from me that left her unfazed by this first approach. Asa gave me a stern look, and I laughed in the embarrassment. A second later, she said, I can handle this menial work, but I'm in need of a night of my own. Someone observant and brave, someone courageous and pure. Tell me, dear Sir Arthur, would you like to serve my kingdom until the grave danger passes? It was a joke, that's what I thought. Of course, my dear Lady Asa, everything for your kiss. If it's a kiss you want, I shall grant it, she whispered before our lips locked. I closed my eyes for a long, beautiful minute. When I could no longer feel her warmth, I opened my eyes. A beautiful lush forest surrounded me. This was the land of Lacornian kingdoms, as I learned soon after. Their king accepted me as his new knight. Like all parents, he was relieved to learn that his daughter found an escape to the safety of my world. I asked why she did it, but nobody knew the answer. Instead, I learned many things about the kingdom, its politics, geography, and history. A great need for brave heroes arose not so long ago when the people of neighboring Republic of Scaardia accepted dark gods as their masters and started to spread the corruption all around. Asa chose me as one of these heroes, and the king accepted her judgment. It took me many months to read how to wield the sword, command armies, and read ancient texts from the Forbidden Library in search of precious clues on how to stop Dark God's influence. King Theodosius of Lacornia was not disappointed by my progress. Then the army under my command stopped the Scaardian advanced forces. And yet, we all knew that arms alone weren't enough. Despite my best attempts, the magic was beyond me. The kingdom needed magic users. For this, I asked my king for a special mission to find the elusive wizard of the Chaos Forest. The legend said that many eons ago he consumed the ancient god of knowledge to learn all the magical secrets of this world and beyond. Only this omniscient wizard could save Lacornians from the encroaching influence of Scardian gods. The massive Skyland army captured one of the border castles. My heart, my heart was so heavy, yet, in this dark hour, I had to abandon my people. I promised that all people sacrificed to the dark gods would be avenged. Thus, my quest has begun. I traveled long and far and fought numerous monsters. I saved a village from the cruel rule of a whistling bandit lord, solved the riddle of the stone statues at the edge of the chaotic forest, outsmarted the old witch of the slumber grove in the game of wits. She had no choice but to reveal the most important secrets she held. All this to find one man in the middle of a wooden maze that had no directions at the entrance except one: belief. Remembering the words of the Slumber Grove witch, I did not attempt to cheat and scale the wooden walls. Instead, I camped for a night, meditating on what I really believed. In the morning, I entered the maze. I spent countless days inside, trying to find the way in its shifting paths. I kept holding on to what I believed, as it was the only thing that moved me forward. You can't lie to yourself, said the witch. This maze will reveal the true self. The true self can destroy a man. One by one, the things I hold dear crumbled. Only one idea stood strong. Other thoughts tried to demolish it, but I fought for it. I nursed it. I molded it into something powerful. When, in desperation, I shouted it, the maze disappeared. An old man in plain clothes stood in front of the small hut. Please, come in, young sir. Sir Arthur, I whispered, and you are? You can call me the wizard of the Chaos Forest. Names are meaningless at my age, young sir. He took my hand and led me inside. I was too exhausted to resist. He prepared me herbal tea and started to cook while I was sleeping. When I finished his dinner, he invited me to an empty room. Welcome to my library, Sir Arthur. A library? I looked around. Oh, you don't need one. Quite wise, Sir Arthur, quite wise. I know why you came. I know why everyone comes here. What I could never predict is whether or not they possess the will strong enough to handle the truth. It's the only thing that can entertain me, and for this only pleasure in life, I'm willing to pay with the most precious thing of them all, knowledge. I can reveal the location of the ancient sword, able to cut through the flesh of gods. I can teach you how to tap into the magical veil within your soul. I can show you all the plans of Scardian strategists. I already knew what I wanted. Speaking frankly, it was a bad idea. I loved it. Why did Princess Asa escape to my world? I thought you were wise, young knight. Alas, if this is what you want, I shall grant you the answer. Princess Asa is the reason Scardian people threaten her kingdom. In her naivete, she shared a book from her father's forbidden library. Scardian rulers promised a peace treaty in exchange for the old magic of god summoning. They never intended to tame gods of fertile soil. Heartbroken, she escaped the castle and sought me. When she passed my test, all she could say was, "This world has no place for a traitor like me." I granted her wish, the ability to travel between worlds. Dear wizard, thank you for your wisdom. I know what to do now. And what would that be, my child? I'll return to my world and return the purpose to the princess's heart. No one is beyond saving. This is my deep belief. I will come to Asa and I will change her beliefs. I will destroy her self-doubt. I will smash her guilt. I will teach her compassion for oneself. She will have no choice but to accept responsibility and realize that she can save the kingdom. Me and her, we will bring the light to Skarnia. This is an even more hopeless battle than going alone against the whole Skardian army. And yet, this is the only battle it is worth fighting for, said I with a smile. Now, what is the price of me learning to travel between the worlds? No price is needed. When two deep beliefs fight, the outcome is never clear. This will entertain me to no end. Go, Sir Arthur, and fight. I will await your fate.